Hey guys, so as you can see by the title of this video, this video is exactly kind of what you're feeling intuitively. It's why you clicked on it. Have you been crying? Have you been crying? All I'm gonna say is it is okay. You are okay. I've definitely gone through moments where I judged myself for crying. Even if it was something stupid, like, I don't know, but something stupid. It could be something like, I don't know. I have no idea. Like someone didn't notice something that you were so super excited about, or like anything, right? I can't even think of anything. But sometimes we cry about stupid things. Sometimes we cry about very real things that are happening in our lives. I mean, shoot, I have cried like 3 times in the last 24 hours. And yes, I'm being very transparent about it. But as I said, earlier today, there's a lot happening in the world. There's a lot happening in your body. And think about it, crying is such a beautiful thing. Sometimes we need to release that judgment. Sometimes we need to release that judgment. We need to allow the intelligence of the body to do what it does. And there's so many shifts and changes that are happening on a spiritual, emotional, mental level, and physical level sometimes. So much that's happening, right? And the ego is trying to do what it does, hold on to certain things. And when we cry about what we may think is things that don't really matter, because we are attaching our reason for crying to something in our outer reality, we don't realize that act of releasing, that act of producing the hormones within the body that actually helps to relax you. It helps to activate the parasympathetic aspect of the nervous system. It's really a segue into a peaceful state. No matter what is happening in life, no matter of if you're experiencing separation or loss. I mean, there are different, sorry guys, that is definitely my blue light thingy that kind of catches the bugs that fly around in here, mostly the mosquitoes. Like, I genuinely like to leave most of the bugs alone, but when it comes to mosquitoes, because those things are always out to get you, you got to figure out ways to get them first. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. But anyways, I don't remember exactly what I was saying, but yeah, you want to allow the body to do what it's doing. Cry, feel the emotion, feel it. Recognize after you've cried, once you're in like this peaceful, relaxed state, right? No matter if you're experiencing loss is really a degree scale, right? Like, we can experience loss in a relationship, we can experience loss of like a physical thing, we can experience loss really just shifts on a cellular level or in your body. We can experience loss or shifts spiritually. I mean, imagine, even as we level up in life, we experience loss, no matter how beneficial or how, right in alignment and along the path of our purpose it is. Loss is a very human experience, no matter what type you're having. And we're not always aware of what kind of loss we are experiencing. We're not always aware of this immediate need to activate this stillness within the body. Because I notice after I've like bawled my eyes out, I'm silent. It's like this neutral, I don't know, like I'm in the present. I'm so much in the present that now I'm like, okay, this is what I'm doing. And it's just such a beneficial, healthy tool. So, you know, with all of the stuff, all the changes that are happening, all this uncertainty, like I get it. But with all of this, you know, stuff thrown up in the air, you have to understand that as above, so below. The same shifts are happening inside of you. So I'm feeling inclined to just post this video, you know, right now, because there are about 3 people in my field that have expressed that they have cried today. And honestly, I give you a really big, warm, energetic hug, you know, a warm heart to heart. For anyone who's feeling alone through this process, I really just, you know, suggest once you have cried, once you have really felt what you've gone through and you've released, reflect, right? For me, man, so many things are happening today, like between, you know, I very much like to be on time. I like, you know, things to go as planned sometimes. I mean, I'm being honest, and I can really couple my mind or my emotions to that thought process that I've pre-programmed, right? And when it doesn't happen that way, I feel anxious. When I am put like randomly on the spot, I feel anxious. When I don't perform as great as I would like to, which means, you know, I either make mistakes or I get certain things wrong, I feel anxious. I apply that pressure to me. And when I think about it, all this pressure, this buildup happening all at the same time, like I'm also taking a class right now. I'm learning, and in the like beginning phases of the introduction of this thing that I'm learning, which you guys can catch in the video that will be posted next on my channel, it says, you know, learning is a very let me even just flip to the page, guys, because I'm sitting right here. Oh, learning involves the art of becoming. Now, the reason why it is an art is because learning is a very transformational experience. Your perception changes. You see things very differently. You respond to things differently. Your beliefs may even like change. Everything is changing, which means on an energetic or cellular level, you also are changing. So, you know, let's not even bring into play what happens cosmically, you know, solar flares, all this extra, you know, luscious, and I say luscious and nourishing radiation from the sun that is projected onto this earth, that the cells are absorbing and synthesizing. Like it's like you're going through like this literal plant growth process. And, you know, then let's pack on expectations that other people have of you, which, you know, you form to these expectations depending on, if it's, a child, or you don't, right? But nonetheless, you understand that other people outside of you have these expectations of you. And though you may not form to their expectations, you may even feel the judgment inside of yourself that, man, I'm not showing up. And just all this pressure, all this buildup. The body says, if you're not gonna willingly let this go, we need to cry. The body says we need to cry. So cry, feel it, sit with yourself, journal. What's really coming up here? For me, I really had to sit and think to myself, like, well, damn, here I am in class again, knowing that I don't like to be placed on the spot. I don't want to get things wrong. Like, that's just naturally how I am. I want to perform. I want to do good, right? And I have to remind myself all the time that nothing is perfect, and that making mistakes is such a beautiful thing, because it brings your awareness straight to what it is that you need to know, and you will then know it. You'll know it. You'll move forward. Totally cool. Nothing's really a big deal. But the trigger in me definitely comes from childhood, right? Growing up, my dad, very loving, but also very strict. He was very hard on me, right? If I didn't clean something properly, I had to re-clean the entire thing again. If I came home with 80%, why wasn't it 90? Came home with 90%, why wasn't it 100? Right? This like extra pressure in so many different ways in my life from such an early age. If I didn't want to read, like little things like that, kids, you know how kids are, right? But he was doing what he knew. That was his way of showing love, because that's what he learned, right? So no judgment there at all. Actually, it made me such a sensitive person, because when I get into what I'm feeling, I start to think about what the rest of the people around me or the rest of the people in the world are feeling, and I'm welcoming the collective, like, within my being, and it can be overwhelming. But I realize, and I'm getting better at it, as you guys see, like I'm showing up. I realize that the stuff that I'm feeling, or the programming that I went through, it's all part of the plan, baby. It's all part of the plan, So don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. I'm always gonna say this, like a broken record. Tune into your breath. Just tune into your breath. And you get to shift the entire narrative. You get to be present. You get to understand that what you don't worry about the things that you can't change. You only focus on the things that you can, the things that the things that you have access to in the present. And another thing that I'm gonna say, if you ever feel the need to say something to someone, to reach out to someone, because we are all, every single person that you know is going through some sort of eclipse energy. Because yes, this Friday is a full moon eclipse. And everyone is going through something. So just be patient with yourself, be patient with others. Don't take anything personally, not even your own thoughts. and just focus on the things that make you feel happy, and cry if you need to. So I am gonna leave you guys there. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Click the links down below if you want to check anything else out. Join the group, very new group, but join the group where we get to connect as a tribe, and you can ask questions, you can, all of the things, guys. You know what to do. Just check the links down below. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, and prosperity in all of your days.